are 10 things that will certainly be expected to happen in Garten of BanBan 8, the newest entry into the Garten of BanBan franchise. So sit back, relax, and let's get started with a brief analysis. Number 10. The Clock Face of Flumbo. Personally, I think we all know why that Flumbo is the new face of the new clock. It shows on the Steam page. The Garten of BanBan Steam page shows the thumbnail of the game, which is Jumbo Josh. I think this is AI generated. I searched it up and it is. So I don't think they tried, but I don't know. So in every Garten of BanBan game, when we're presented with the game, it shows us a clock to advance further of time, with a face of the mascot that is shown on the thumbnail picture. It wants us to advance all the way up until 3 a.m. Like Jumbo Josh, please at least try to be scary in Garten of BanBan 8. Number 9, Jumbo Josh is the enemy. Most of us knows the fact that Jumbo Josh, who appeared in Garten of BanBan 7, is going to be one of those main enemies in Garten of BanBan 8. Simply because of two reasons. Reason number 1 being that we left out the scepter piece for Jumbo Josh to eat. Well, he probably thought it was our responsibility, but it's not. He thinks it's not Sir Danity's responsibility. The second reason being that the Steam description for Garten of BanBan 8, it says that your friends are either dead or against you. So clarifying that Jumbo Josh will maybe an enemy in Garten of BanBan 8. Number 8, improved drone 2.0. We were first introduced to this drone 2.0 in Garten of BanBan 7. It was an improvement of the drone we play as in the first 5 games released in 2023. But that leads to the main issue. People say it functioned bad as the original drone. It could be clipping through the walls, and it assumes that if you are not moving, then it will teleport you back to the current spot it was set to when you click on the device. Even when they first play the game for themselves, the drone is considered to be janky. It is just bad. Like in Garten of BanBan, whatever that game is called, had a blueprint for them to lay it out, but they just messed it up real bad. And I'm gonna show you some examples and some footage.
If you bounce back. There we go.
Too hard,
You shut the fuck up.
well, too bad. That's your problem.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of you!
Number 7, Kitty Source is dead. For those fans of the Garten of BanBan fanbase, they say that Kitty Source will probably make a return in the 8th game, but I think that's false because Jumbo Josh literally brutally snapped her jaw like he held it in half, and Kitty Source lay dead on the ground like for the remainder of the fight scene in Garten of BanBan 7. Here's a memorial of Kitty Source, a member of the mutant family of BanBan's kindergarten. Number 6, Truffle will not make a return in Garten of BanBan 8. This makes sense because Truffle was probably not around in the current present of the Garten of BanBan series. Truffle is one of those new characters that appeared in Garten of BanBan 0, the new installment into the Garten of BanBan franchise. He is a mushroom. He has a mouth on his chest. He has purple hands and purple feet. He says toot every time you hold him around. However, at the end of Garten of BanBan 0, we see Truffle lying dead on the ground. When we try to interact with him, he slides his head down, which he did it himself. I don't think we interact with him, but it is a speculation that he will appear in Garten of BanBan 8 or Garten of BanBan 9. And besides, Truffle is a very popular character, having him get his own plushie by the Euphoric Brothers, so it makes sense for the Euphoric Brothers to include him in Garten of BanBan 8 or 9. My speculation of why Truffle will appear in Garten of BanBan 9 and not Garten of BanBan 8 It's because that in Garten of BanBan 8, we might get his mural art in one of the secret rooms of the kindergarten, just like with Brashita and the other mutants. So we might see him on the mutant family in Garten of BanBan 9. And if y'all are enjoying the video so far, make sure to give it a like and subscribe and turn on notifications for more future videos, so I can reach to 1,500 subscribers at the end of the year. And if this video gets to 50 likes, then I could do a potential video sequel on this topic, so make sure to like and subscribe. Number 5, Sheriff Toaster will become hellish. We all know this for the fact that Sheriff Toaster will become hellish for the following reasons. It's because he has failed everyone that he had protected over the years, such as number 1, Queen Batsley in Garten of BanBan 4.
That was terrible.
We gotta run! This entire floor is going down! The naughty ones are escaping! I've managed to get the elevator to work, but only partially. It can only go down, but right now, we have to escape this entire floor to anywhere else!
He failed to save Bambalina, aka Miss Maisie, who is attacked by one of the naughty ones and then turned into a naughty one.
No! I'll save you!
And then he was attacked by Hellish Bittergiggle in Garten of BanBan 7, where he threw a star in his chest. He wants to go check on Bittergiggle, but he is stayed by Javinium from the wounds. He slowly begins to die, so here's the clip of it.
No! I didn't mean to.
It's okay. I deserve this. Despite everything that's going down, I can't stop thinking about this one thing. Taking time off your day to make somebody laugh. We don't cherish that nearly enough. Worst yet, I've yet to experience such a euphoric feeling. I'm always the one telling jokes, and I've yet to have someone tell me a joke. Sheriff, tell me a joke.
Okay, I'll try. Why don't animals eat jesters? 'Cause they taste funny.
I don't get it. Oh, wait. That's actually not bad at all.
Goodbye, my friend. Just leave me alone, please.
With all this information in mind, it makes sense for Sheriff Toaster to transform into something more stronger. When he lost all his friends, he cannot control his emotions. He decides to grab large amounts of Javanium and turn into a hellish monster, just like with Nab Nab, Little Beak, BanBan, and so many others. The same thing happened to Doey, where he failed to save all his friends he made in the safe haven in Poppy Playtime Chapter 4. He started to blame it on us and Poppy because we were responsible for the mess we made. And also, Kevin lashed out and starts wanting to kill the player. He cannot control his emotions and has been blinded by rage. He knocks the walls into two. And he transformed into his monstrous form in Poppy Playtime Chapter 4, so here's a clip of it. Number 4, Ceridian will use his mutated experiments against us. This makes sense because we revealed the true origins of BanBan's kindergarten, that Flumbo was supposed to be the main mascot and not BanBan. So it makes sense for him to use hellish BanBan, who is now known as the true devil, to hunt us down in the lower levels of the facility. He will do the same thing with his mutated Givanium citizens we see in Garten of BanBan 7, where he mutates his citizens into much stronger forms. So, it will all line up. Ceridian will use not only BanBan's new form to hunt down the player, but also try to mutate his Givanium citizens in Garten of BanBan 7. It makes sense as it will introduce many new characters in the story. Number 3, improved storyline and gameplay. In Garten of BanBan 1 through 0, we get the same gameplay with the drone, and 0 was a different story, because it doesn't require a drone for Garten of BanBan 0. In Garten of BanBan 0, we were presented with different gameplay mechanics. We can use Truffle as a flashlight. Whenever you swap him around, when he's not facing frontwards to the player, he glows in the dark, like a flashlight. That is interesting, because we weren't presented with the same drone mechanic that was used in Garten of BanBan 1 through 7. Also, there is lots of lore in the game, such as the origins of the mascots that were born into the world, the secret rooms that contain lots of info for future games, and also the information given to us of how they were created. Number 2, BanBan's new form. In my last video, I talked about how BanBan was mutated into a more hellish and more terrifying looking form. He is not himself. So, if using too much Givanium for a mascot is unstable, it will cause the experiment to go haywire, and BanBan is likely cannot control himself in Garten of BanBan 8. Number 1, Flumbo seeks for revenge. In Garten of BanBan 0, when Flumbo was locked away forever in that closet with a barrel of Givanium, he nearly starved, and he felt vengeance inside of him. He felt anger and betrayed by BanBan. He decides to go out there and seek his revenge to destroy BanBan so he can lead an entire army like Sheriff Toadster, the hellish Nab we glimpsed earlier in the Garten of BanBan 8 Retribution trailer, and Jumbo Josh, who is stained in purple after biting that in the samples of the scepter piece that was given to Bautzelia. However, those are just expectations of what will happen in Garten of BanBan 8. I hope you find this video both entertaining and rental, and if you did, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more Garten of BanBan videos like this, and to share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace!